Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Araba Elevate. If this is your first time here on this channel, I do share any and everything that has helped me move a step further in life, and that is still helping me move a step further in life. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for taking out the time to be here to listen to what I have to say. Now, today's video is actually inspired by a post I heard about in a YouTube video I watched, and I'll link the channel in the description box below. I don't know what video I watched that exactly in, because I watched a lot of her videos. Like, she's such an amazing YouTuber and I learned a lot from her. So hopefully if you go to her channel, you'll be able to learn a thing or two from her as well. Yes, so I think she was talking about red flags to look out for and everything, and she made reference to a post that she saw, I think on Instagram or something like that. So basically, a woman was sharing her experience with her husband. I don't know if they're divorced now, but she said that one time, I think they got into an argument and her husband locked her out of the house, so she had to actually sleep outside. So she called, or she reached out to her mother-in-law and told her that this is what happened and this is what your son did to me. Could you please talk to him? And her mother-in-law told her that, see, says, come for para, and next time don't annoy my son. When I heard that, I didn't know whether to laugh or to, I don't know. I was just in shock. I was like, yo, people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. So bringing it to today's video, one of the things, or one of the goals I've set for myself under spirituality in 2022 is to make sure to be more intentional with being my brother's keeper or my sister's keeper, however you call it. And one of the things that I wanted to do in relation to that was to sow seeds in the life of people, sow seeds in people's careers, sow seeds in people's education, into people's marriages, because I don't know, there's a lot of distraction and people are going down all around us, but nobody seems to be stretching out a hand to help them. And quite surprisingly, they are around Christians who seem to be brushing off their issues. Your friend comes to you and like, Araba, like, the way things are going, this, that. I was like, sister, aren't we all going through that? One question I asked myself after pondering over the post was that, did she have anybody around her who could have prayed her out of the situation that she was getting herself into? Sometimes we have friends around us who see so many weird and awkward things about things which will happen in their life that hasn't already happened. We are Christians. We have a lot of memory verses in our heads, but we are not using it. This year, I also want to charge you, and I also want you to take up the responsibility to be able to make sure that those around you, those in your life, are able to stand firm to the point where they can fight for themselves. So if you see those around me like, hey, about the way things are going, education, I'm like, no, I have to go on my knees to make sure, even if it's 5 minutes prayer, even if it's just you taking a verse from the Bible and putting their name in it and saying it like maybe for a week, I think it's something that can change the lives of those around you. Like, at first I never knew you could even like sow seeds in people's lives to make sure that things go the way that God intended it for them. And once I knew it, I was like, yo, this is something that I can do. This is something that I can really do, because certain people, when they talk about how they are going to, I don't know, run their home, it's just, I look at them and I'm like, but then you don't just look, take action. Some people, they are just saying it out of grief or something, but then it's something that will come back and affect them. So what are you as a Christian in their lives doing to make sure that the words they say over themselves don't come into being or don't come to pass, if they say something against their life, you are a Christian, you have verses that you can easily reach out to and use those verses to combat what they say in their lives. Because at the end of the day, they are around you. Their issues will affect you, and even if they are far away from you, it will still come back to affect you. Because just imagine you have kids, your kids will go to school with their kids, and you know how kids get influenced these days. Like, there's so much more we can do for those around us. Whilst you are standing, whilst you have strength, make sure that you are investing in people's lives, because God sees all these things. So just in case you are saying, okay, this week I just want to pray for my career, just put 2 more names with your names and also pray for their careers. Because at the end of the day, if they pass, you also pass. If those around you are flourishing, you are also flourishing. So as soldiers in the kingdom, these are certain things that we can do. Okay, so in case you are wondering, oh God, what can I do for your kingdom? What can I do to serve in the church and stuff? You can start doing this by praying for people around you, by sowing seeds in the lives of those around you. Okay, invest your money into people. Invest your money into people, even if it's just one person, even if it's just 2 people. For me, that is 2 generations. If you can grab hold of that one person, you've grabbed hold of a lot of people's lives who are connected to that person. Because assuming like that person, you never said anything to combat those negative things that person said over their careers, that person is going to have kids. That person is going to come into contact with people whose life will be affected negatively just because you could have just done something against it. Okay, so help people help themselves. Okay, a lot of people are going through certain things and they just need one person to sacrifice for them. Okay, so grab hold of your friend. I believe that when you grab hold of that friend, it doesn't even have to be a friend, that random person, you've grabbed hold of a lot of people who will be affected. Because just imagine if you didn't pray for that friend who is like, okay, me, I just want to go around and make babies, I don't want to be committed. Okay, but then those babies are also going to be affected negatively by the actions of your friends. And don't say that, oh, like, after all, like, it's not me, God will not ask me. God will ask you, because we've been called into a life of selflessness. You are supposed to think beyond you. You're supposed to sacrifice just as Christ gave his life for us. You're supposed to extend that grace to other people. Pray for people. Make sure that they are established and grounded and rooted in the word of God. Make sure that people who are around you, if they should come into your life for a certain period of time, make sure that they are 10 times better than what they came into your life with. So I believe if you grab hold of one person, you've saved their household, you've saved me. So as Christians, this year I want to charge you, pray for somebody, even if it's for one person a week. Sow seeds into people's lives. You can give it to them for their birthday. Oh, I know this is small, but then I've prayed over it. Go and sow a seed into your marriage. And even using the story of the mustard seed, like the mustard seed is very small, but then it grows and becomes like one of the biggest trees like you see. So even if it's like 10 CDs, I want to sow into your life, that your life, you will have joy. Everything that happens to you, no matter what, there will be peace. That small seed will grow, and it's like everybody around that person who comes into contact with that person, they have no other option than to have that kind of peace. That is what we need to do. people's children. You see a lot of kids and the way they are abandoned and the way they are so emotionally neglected. Like, it's so sad to see those things. But your friend is leading to that part. Your friend is going to give birth to a child, and it's like that child will also be emotionally neglected. So you can see certain things and you can grab hold of it and stop it before it even happens. But then you are sitting there and you're a Christian, you have a lot of Bible verses in your head, and you're not saying things over people's lives. No, we need to do better. This brings me to the end of my video, and I hope even if like half of the people who watch this video pray for one person, let's say if I get 60 views on this video and let's say have 30, for me that is 30 generations who have been saved. Please don't just let those around you just no. Sometimes we need to overthink to make sure that we start putting measures in place. If you start thinking like that, you start grabbing hold of certain situations before they get to their worst. So it's my prayer that God gives us the strength to be able to hold people up. And not only that, God puts people in our lives above us to be able to hold us up as we are holding other people up. Okay, so the little strength you have, pray for somebody. Sow seeds into their lives, because it's very important. It's very important. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you add it to your 2022 goals. Even if it's sowing a seed for just one person, that's one generation I believe you have saved. Yes, so yes, God help us, give us the strength. I hope you have a blessed day and be anxious for nothing, but just pray with thanksgiving. Send everything to the Lord in prayer. And I know I don't want to start preaching again, but like yes, anxiety is real, but it's difficult to not be anxious, but then it's a skill we have to develop. Yes, so please consider subscribing. If you've not yet subscribed, share it to somebody. Okay, that's another generation you might be able to save. And please give this video a thumbs up if you found this helpful. Comment down below, let me know what you think about this video. Is this something that you consider doing? You can send me a DM through my Instagram, yeah, and feedbacks are welcomed. Okay, so next time, please be blessed, and please speak over people's lives. No, you be the head and not the tail. Sis, don't talk like that, because increase is coming. Build capacity. Oh, your bank account is going to be fattened. You'll be blessed for other people to be blessed through you. I'll just end this by take care, and yes, tell somebody you love them, and tell somebody God loves them, because it's all true. Peace.